If you have ever managed a commercial AV install, the lowest common denominator headache, you set up 10 glorious 4K screens, but there is one legacy 1080p monitor in the back office.
And suddenly your expensive matrix switch just panics.
Exactly. It forces every single screen in the building down to 1080p.
Right. It is the classic ED-Chub negotiation nightmare. The source pulls the displays, finds the weakest link, and just caps the whole system. It drives installers absolutely crazy.
It really does. So for today's deep dive, we are looking at something that claims to bypass that architectural flaw entirely. We are unpacking the Just Add Power VBS-HDIP-718AVP 3G 4K AVPro transmitter.
Which is a very long name for a surprisingly agile piece of hardware.
Yeah, it is. And our mission here is to understand how AV over IP is fundamentally killing the traditional video matrix switch.
Specifically, how this unit handles that messy mix of old and new hardware without crashing your network.
Right, because that hybrid environment is where this device really lives. Just Add Power has their 2G systems, which were mostly 1080p, and the newer 3G Ultra HD systems.
And this transmitter is the bridge between them.
But bridging usually implies some kind of compromise, right? If I am sending a 4K signal to a 1080p TV, something has to give.
Well, in a traditional setup, yeah. But this transmitter has an integrated scaler working downstream.
So it allows you to send native 4K to your premium displays.
While simultaneously scaling down for that one old monitor in the kitchen.
Exactly.
Meaning it decouples the source resolution from the sync resolution.
Precisely. You do not have to rip and replace legacy gear just to get 4K everywhere else. The transmitter handles the handshake locally.
So the source does not even know the 1080p screen exists. That completely solves the ED headache.
It really does.
Now, looking at the feature list, I see this thing called Image Pop. Is that just marketing fluff for a screensaver?
Not quite. Think of it more as a built-in overlay keyer.
Oh, like if a sports bar wants to float their logo or a drink special over a live game?
Right. Usually they would need a separate, very expensive video processor for that graphical layer. Because you need alpha channel transparency. You cannot just slap a JPEG over a video feed.
Exactly, and this unit does it on chip. You overlay a full-color image with transparency right on the HDMI stream.
Which eliminates an outboard piece of gear entirely. That is huge if you're keeping rack space and budget down.
Absolutely.
Speaking of complex setups, the documentation for video walls mentions no more tears.
Yeah, they are not talking about emotional breakdowns there.
Though installers might have those.
Oh, totally. But it is specifically addressing image tearing. When you are flipping displays for portrait mode or artistic walls, keeping frames synced across a network is really hard.
Right. If packets arrive at different times, you get that jagged line cutting through the image.
Which looks terrible. So this system syncs the refresh to prevent that tearing, even on flipped displays.
Okay, let us talk about the elephant in the AV over IP room, latency. If video is just data packets, am I seeing the big play 5 seconds late?
That is always the fear. Just Add Power claims ultra-low latency, and they position it directly against AVB.
Audio-video bridging, which is a competing standard.
And one that can be notoriously finicky about which network switches you use. This device just runs on standard gigabit Ethernet.
But the crazy metric here is what they call instant seamless switching.
Instant is definitely a bold word in HDMI land.
Yeah, usually you get that 3-second black screen during the handshake.
Not here. Jumping from 2160p down to 480p, the switch is immediate.
Suggesting it maintains a constant stream rather than renegotiating every single time. That is a massive quality of life upgrade for you as the end user.
And since it is Ultra HD, it handles the audio side correctly too, passing uncompressed, lossless, multi-channel audio.
Including Dolby Atmos, right?
Yes, and critically, it is HDCP 2.2 compliant.
So it will not get blocked by copyright protection on a Netflix stream.
Exactly. It plays perfectly nice with the current ecosystem.
So we have a standard power over Ethernet device distributing 4K, scaling locally, and overlaying graphics. What is the catch?
The catch is how you buy it. You will not find the price listed publicly.
Because they prohibit authorized dealers from showing prices online.
Right, so if you see it on a discount site with a price tag, be very careful.
Because if the vendor is not authorized, that 3-year warranty is completely void.
Strictly a call for a, quote, piece of hardware. Do not get caught without support just to save a few bucks.
Good advice. Zooming out, though, we're looking at video becoming just another type of traffic on a standard network switch.
It really raises the question, if video is just data packets now, do we even need the dedicated proprietary video matrix switch anymore?
That is a wild thought. You might be witnessing the end of the video switch as we know it.
Replaced by a standard Cisco or Netgear box.
Something for you to chew on the next time you plug in an HDMI cable. Thanks for joining this deep dive.